Several decades ago, Amin arrived at JFK Airport in New York City all the way from Iran. His dreams of furthering his educational journey in America came to fruition when he made his way into one of the nation's top public colleges, the University of California, Berkeley. Where Amin could have felt like an outsider in a new country with unfamiliar surroundings and cultures, he found himself in awe of his welcoming into the U.S. by the more friendly and open nature of the people, an experience that has remained with him all these years later. Amin reflected on his positive encounters in the U.S.
The differences was just the society in, Iran. Several people were a little bit more easier to approach. I don't know whether it was because of the language or whether it was because of the culture, sort of backbone that I had that gave me that impression.
Amin didn't skip a beat when asked to elaborate on key factors that his new life in America offered that his life in Iran did not. One factor he recalled while settling in the U.S. was America's flourishing economy. He saw this difference visibly in the constant construction and development of infrastructure within Los Angeles. Since Amin comes from Iran, a developing country, he got a clear sense of the stark contrast in the United States' growth compared to Iran's. Amin continued reminiscing about his arrival to the U.S., echoing the opportunity he and other young immigrants are able to get. This urgency to take advantage of resources allowed Amin to appreciate the quick pace of American life. He went on to gush about the educational opportunities he received and the abundant resources available here, which are sometimes unfortunately overlooked. Amin emphasized that some might see education as a human right. However, in many third world countries, people are not given those same opportunities. In America, people truly do have the chance to go out and do anything they set their mind to. Amin attributed the magnetic American dream to the country's propensity for economic, educational, and social development.
Our focus, before I left Iran, everything was happening in the US. John F. Kennedy became president, and then the 60s revolution. In a way, I don't call those revolutions. But the 60s lifestyle was so magnetic. Every young man in the world would be attracted to the event that was happening here.
While Amin enjoyed transitioning to American life, it did not mean that this transition was easy. The social, cultural, and language barriers all prohibited him from truly being a part of the community very early on.
I just thought it was interesting that it was like they were addressing their fellow classmate. In Iran, we had to, express some more polite and considerate thing. We don't just open up like we were talking to your friend with your parents.
When asked about what he considers home, instead of describing a specific place, Amin described it as anywhere one feels comfortable, both mentally and physically. He's now found these qualities to be true of his experience in America, where he relates to other people, has an active social life, and has time to enjoy himself. Amin concludes his reflection by encouraging young immigrants to allow themselves to open up and not fear the future. It's important for immigrants to feel welcomed, safe, and comfortable, like Amin felt, upon their arrival so that they can begin to develop a successful and prosperous new life. Amin enjoyed a successful career working with the World Health Organization and is now retired, but just as busy as he spends his days babysitting his grandchildren in Santa Barbara.